So he uses wind a lot in a lot of his combos and normal attacks. He also has a sword. He had a sword in Armageddon. It was this big, heavy, like Devastator sword, and now it's kind of a smaller, like rapier katana. You can see there he uses the wind to like elevate himself. He has... Oh, this is so cool. He literally pulls your own breath out and uses it against you. He also has his crossbow back. This is fun. It's a reference to one of his MK4 fatalities.
You can't have Fujin without his crossbow. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. I don't know why a god uses a crossbow, but I like it.
We're all in. So that's sort of just how the basic Fujin kind of moves around, but let's take a look and discuss more in depth Fujin's normal moves.
Yeah, these are his base normal strings. So 114 is like your typical like jab string, and it has a crushing blow if it's a counter hit or a punish. You can see he will actually kick him all the way around the world, and he'll come back, which is quite a mighty kick.
It's the wind. The wind carries him.
Then he has back 1-1, and I think this is his main neutral game string. It has really good range, really, really fast. He can hit confirm it into a special move. He can leave them standing and do pressure. This is his 4-3-4. It has a crushing blow if the second hit hits twice in a row, and the second hit is an overhead. Then he has this really cool slide, which is it's almost like a special move. It's a normal attack. He travels pretty far, like halfway across the screen, and that has a crushing blow if only the second hit hits. So if you do it in the ground or go under something and the palm hits, they'll break their ribs.
And
this is another normal
attacks with a wind.
They're very, very long, right? Like this.
Those are not special moves.
Right. It almost feels like a special move.
Right. Let's talk about base specials real quick. Yeah.
So is his crossbow, and similar to MK4, you can amplify it to go up, down, or straight, and you can do multiple. And you can mix and match how you want. You can do up and straight, or down and up, or whatever. And you can see it does take stamina, so he can't just like, he's not like this hard zoning character, but he can mix it up and keep them guessing. Then he has these wind kicks, and they're your typical combo ender. This is how you're going to cash out damage at the end of your combos or hit confirms. And the amplified one carries them really, really far. And there you can see that is actually an armor breaking move, which is something we're going to talk about later.
Ooh,
interesting.
Spoilers.
Nice setup, Stephanie. We have one more move to show that is in Fujin's base. It's this tornado maneuver I'd like to show.
So this is similar, but a new spin on Kung Lao's spin. He can actually,
spin. Okay.
Thank you.
Like that.
He can go forward or back depending on the direction he holds. And it's great for anti-air, because unlike Kung Lao's spin, it covers like the whole top of the screen. Normally he does not get a combo if he just does it on the ground. They have to jump into it, or it has to hit very late when it's active. Like you can see there, he doesn't really get a conversion. But here's an example of where he can, because it's hitting very late and it's active. I do the slide, let it hit from very far, then I do it, and he actually gets a full corner combo. Okay, so this one, in my opinion, is pretty combo-based. Also, I love this outfit. Look at that cape and that hair. He is motivated. So the first thing he gets is an amplified tornado, and this actually makes the combo. He can amplify it more than once, it'll pop up, and he can get mid-swing combos and stuff. And this is cool. This makes his hop attack hover. You hit down up, and he'll hover in the air as long as he wants to. And this makes his combo, or his hop attack, have a crushing blow. So if he goes over like their sweep or a low poke, he can do the hop attack and then get a pop-up from it. And then lastly, he can do two of his special moves in the air. He can do the tornado and the wind kicks in the air. So he could do like a jump attack into it. He could mix up the tornado in the air, like jump at you, fake you out, and then do a back tornado to get away, or to go in and then amplify it once. So this variation I think is the most simple. I think this is the one that's like big combo damage to the tornado, better combos ending in the air tornado, and then you get the crushing blow that pops up with the hop attack. So I think this is like your baseline. You don't want to mess with stances or anything like that. You just want to do big damage. I think this is the one I use.
A quick question: the hop attack. Can you do just a regular hop attack?
Yes, if you just tap up, you'll get a regular hop attack. Or you can do down up to do the hover, and then from them, you could do the hop attack whenever you want. You could even just cancel it and drop down.
Okay.
And he can do
So
both the kick and the punch one if he wants.
A new twist on hop attacks with Fujin. Let's take a look at variation 2.
So variation 2 is his air mobility one. But first, his wind kicks are replaced with his sword spin move. And this is an awesome pressure tool. The amplified version is safe with big pushback. And the regular version on hit keeps them standing, and he can go into his pressure. Like, he can do back 1-1 into the sword. They'll be standing right next to him, and he can loop it, go for throws, go for jump overs, whatever he wants. And the opponent, he's like double digits advantage, I think. So he's going to have like a lot of time to do pressure. Then this is Air Waka, which is, I think, his coolest move. He starts literally walking on air, and he has a whole host of options from it. He has his dive kick, similar to MK4. He has an anti-air sword. He can either just drop down next to you, he can drop down far away, and even the dive kick has a couple of options. Like, he has a regular one, which is punishable, or he can amplify it and continue it, and that'll hit you out of it if you try to punish it. So this move you can use to get in, you can use it to get out. It pretty much allows him to be all over the screen wherever he wants, whenever he wants.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Skywalker is probably my favorite move that he has. And the
I think
different
it's rad.
tools that he can link out of it is just amazing. He just has a whole tool set from just going into the Skywalker.
And what's cool is you're gonna be so focused on dealing with his back 1-1, his forward 2, like all those win normals that we showed, that you're gonna want to jump or just sit there and block, and then that sets up him to just go crazy and be flying all over the place like a nut, which then sets up his throw game and his different pressure options and stuff. It can be
And
very
that's not all for
overwhelming.
variation 2, though, either.
No, I think there is more.
There's
one
more?
He had an air parry, which I think is pretty new, at least for MK. He'll actually
I can't
parry
think
your...
of anything that's had an air parry before.
Yeah, it's probably been done in some game, I can't remember, but either way, it's very fresh. And then he gets all the options from Skywalker. He also has a grounded one, where he will parry ground moves, so if you try to anti-air him. So, this complements Skywalker because it's really hard to anti-air Skywalker. So you're going to want to preemptively jump. Like, you're going to want to do your jump 1 to like beat him out of the air before he even starts to do it. But if he thinks you're going to do that, he preemptively jumps, and he can air parry and beat your anti-air. So it's like this meta game of he's doing Skywalker, he's all over the place, you can't really follow what's going on. So you're like, all right, screw this. I'm just going to jump kick him out of the air. I'm going to do Baraka's jump kick or whatever. But then he reads that you read that, and he's going to air parry that, and then get his dive kick for bigly damage.
So space control with Fujin is very important, and
Air
we're going to
space
get
control,
even
yeah.
more of that. But then later, what we're going to see later, that he also has a variation. You can control the ground space as well. So
yeah. So
very however you want to play, you can choose how you want to what you want to control.
yeah, I think
Let's
if
take a
you're
look
one
at-
of
You
the,
can't contain wind.
I think
Nope.
if you're one of those nutty players who like speed, like go, I don't care about defense. My block button doesn't even work. Let's just go. Variation 2, I think you're.
I'm
really
listening. I'm
Yeah.
listening.
Let's take a look at variation 3.
So this one is ground based. His back 2 and his forward 2 get an amplified version, where he stabs you and gets extra damage, and it actually gains a crushing blow, and the requirement is to punish a backdash. There you go. Stabs him right in the heart. Then he also gets...
Oh yeah, we have three separate videos for variation 3. Let's take a look
That works
at.
out.
And he gets this wind push. So this move is very neat. He has a close, a medium, and a far version. And they are super fast, really good recovery. It's kind of similar to Kenshi's push. The caveat is the amplified version, while it pushes you super far, it actually does no chip damage. So it's going to be really hard to get in, but he's not going to kill you with it. He's going to kill you by making you make mistakes. But,
And that,
you know,
and that
you're
will
not...
totally complement his away to and towards to as well.
Exactly. Like, you're going to want to try to dash in, and that's when he's going to catch you with the back two. And the crushing blow is for doing all three versions. Like, if he does close, medium, and then amplified far, he'll get it. Or he can do, like, medium, far, close, or whatever order. It just has to be three. He has to use all three in a row.
And it's
Alright.
hard
So
to see
that's
that win coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it is practically instant. It's very, very effective.
This is my favorite one right here.
And then he has this air control move where it does nothing on the ground, but if you're in the air and he catches you, he slams you down, and you can amplify it to get the world's biggest pop-up. He throws you up, and then in 2021 you fall down, and he gets a combo. So a fun thing you can do is actually do the 4-3-1 crushing blow, because the slide won't hit because he was still up in the air. That's my favorite use of it.
Yeah, it's a really fun way
So-
to get your crushing blows going for sure.
And so that move
So you
also
really can
complements
control
the
everything
push.
with him.
Exactly, because
Right, like-
you want to jump because the push. Because if you just sit there and block, you're going to get amplified away, and you'll never get in. Time's going to be running out. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to have a ton of anxiety. You're just, all right, I'm going to jump, and then that's when he gets you.
So it's kind of
Throws
like for
you
that
into
patient
space.
player that wants to just kind of sit back and like just put like projectiles or zone or whatnot. It's that player's perfect character.
Yes, it's the opposite of variation. So variation 2 is all about the rush down, the restand, and the pressure of the Skywalker. This one is the opposite. This is all about space control. You don't even want to fight. Just push them away.
Mm-hmm.
So like we discussed earlier, like there are different, every player will find some version of Fujin that will probably fit their play style, which is
Yeah,
really cool because they all play very differently.
They're all pretty different, and I think it's fun because, like, he looks very hard to play, but he's actually not. Like, when I was first looking at him, I was daunted. I was like, oh my god, like, this looks way too complicated. And then actually playing him, I was like, oh, never mind. This looks really flashy, but it's actually really fun to do.
Cool. Let's show everybody we've seen parts of it in the trailers, but let's show the full Fujin Fatal Blow.
And the N2 to this is really good. It takes up a ton of space. It's great for, like, using it as an anti-air and stuff. They try to jump out of his restand.
Fantastic. So that's pretty much. I mean, that's Fujin in a nutshell. All the variations and how you're able to play Fujin. But it wouldn't be a combat cast if we didn't show you a fatality, though. So let's take a look at the Fujin fatality.
Ooh.
Finish him. Fatality.
Him stepping on the intestine is so gross.
So yeah, he turns you into a kite with your own intestines.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how I
really
read it.
nasty. He now has intestines on his shoe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But he could just blow it off.
We talked.
That's true.
We've seen a couple things over the last during this game. Spawn has a move that does this. We saw that Fujin now does. You teased something earlier, Stephanie. You want to go through this new gameplay change?
Yes. So Aftermath is going to have some balance changes. There's going to be the usual like changes to frame data and damage, and we'll be going over that soon, and there'll be patch notes. But one of the big new things we added is every character in the game now has an armor breaking move. Some of them are normal attacks, some of them are special moves. It's going to be different for every character, but every character will have one. And these are moves that, if you didn't play Spawn, they are moves that just beat out armor. So that would be if you do a breakaway, a fatal blow, an interactable, or just any move that has armor, you'll just beat it out. And then a lot of these moves actually have a different reaction. So like, let's say it's Katana Square Wave. That has a crushing blow. If she breaks armor with it, it'll actually skip the need for the crushing blow requirement. She'll just get the crushing blow requirement off that. And not all of them have that, but that's some. Some also pop up, like Spawns does, or some lead to a restand scenario, and some just armor break. That's all they do. They don't get a special property, but they still armor break. So it's going to be pretty awesome per character. I think it'll be really spice up the meta. It's going to make you second guess using armor for sure.
And I
wish
think
we had
that
some
what we're gonna
examples.
show- we have 3 examples, Derek.
We do?
So we're gonna start with Scorpion.
You can see Scorpion's is back 3. And it has the property where if he beats armor, it actually pops up and he gets a full combo. So this makes breakaway extremely dangerous because you've used your meter to break away, so you have no option. You're just eating that combo. So it's like he gets a combo, you try to bail out, and then you eat another combo for trying to get out of the combo. It's harsh.
Combo out of combo out of combo. So yeah, like you said, that has a pop-up. So that's a whole different
Yes.
version of that move. Let's take a look at Sub-Zero.
So Sub-Zero starts off, his 4/4 now has a crushing blow. And normally requirement is to hit 2 in a row. But if he uses this armor breaker, he goes straight into the crushing blow. Now, to be clear, you can't use the same crushing blow twice. So if he uses it to break armor and gets the KB that way, he won't be able to use it the other way, the normal way of doing 2 in a row. So it'll still always armor break though. So if he's already cashed out the crushing blow with doing 2 in a row, it'll still armor break, but it'll just get regular damage. That move is
We got
also just a
one-
bit
oh, good.
faster.
To be able to catch some
Exactly.
armor, probably. Yeah. And we have a lot of fans out there. We got Shao Kahn. This is gonna be really fun for them.
So this one is his downward amplified shoulder. And it now actually pops up if it's used to break armor. So it's pretty common to try to break away from his shoulder charge because that's like his main pop-up. And now if you do, like the Scorpion scenario, you're going to be in a lot of trouble and he's going to get big, juicy Emperor damage.